is Michael/Faye-Tess,
Yeah.
who may be kind of muting himself fairly quickly. Tess?
Yeah, it's a thing that happens. Don't worry about it too much.
Yep. And so, first things first, I'm going to show off a bit of the stuff that I've been grinding off of because it's kind of a secret boss, but at the same time, it's not that hard. So, there's two ways of doing this, and as you can see, if I go back to the system and then go to load.
Now, can we see?
I'm doing the load, but I'm going to back out of it fairly quickly.
I'm just saying, I wanted to verify that we can in fact see.
Yeah.
The lessons of a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, we can see. So,
okay.
I basically took the team that was at the bottom of Glavely Gable, this save slot, brought them out, and after a few sessions, they've gone up a few levels. It is... and just to show off a bit, Ashley has 6 personal skill points, so does Tim, Marvel, Brad, Lilka has 7, and Kenan has 6.
Nice. So we can go do some beefing up.
Yes. Do you want to do it after I show you the grinding method or before?
Let's do after, just in case we get anything good, another level out of the grinding method.
Yeah. So, considering that I actually had to go grab a few extra lucky cards for this method, but I do still have a few on hand. So, where we want to go is actually, we want to teleport to the FRG region.
Okay.
And then teleport to the hovercraft.
Oh, now, hey, we haven't visited in a while. It's been left alone for so long, it might be full of eels.
Now, there are technically 2 ways to get this boss. I'm doing the slightly easier method because the enemy that we need shows up a lot more often as to where we're going. But I can mention the other one, which is actually in Ashley's dungeon.
Oh.
So, technically, you can fight this thing as soon as Tim gets his force ability, Divide.
So that... See, I've been asking for ages what that does.
It halves the enemy's level. If the enemy is alone, it will force them to downgrade to a different enemy.
But it sounds like in some cases that downgrade is actually a secret upgrade.
Well, in this case, I'll bring up the album and show off the monster that that is Ashley's one, which is the Gagison, which is a level 2 enemy. Divide would actually put it into a level 1 enemy. So it basically... and we'll get this basically boss monster. But, on this island, there is an enemy that we're looking for. It is not him. Fuck the Ariok.
Wow, that's pretty violent.
So, no, this guy can die in a fire. No, he's just annoying because he just casts disease.
Oh, and we don't like that.
No, we don't. And after watching a few other people's videos of Wild Arms, I'm kind of pissed at ourselves because, yeah, we kind of hamstrung a little bit. Because, if we had done HP up in the early levels...
We have a ton more HP now?
Ashley would have had about 6,000, and Tim would have had more than, for us, would have probably had more than about 4,500. So, yeah. I feel we kind of hamstrung ourselves.
So maybe the guide wasn't completely full of shit.
Yeah. Ah! We got him. We got the enemy that we need right off the bat.
Excellent.
And that is Balam. So...
Garden?
Not garden, but... I'm actually gonna do some weird shenanigans I saw somebody else do.
That sounds about right.
So, Ashley is going to get the power boost for weird reasons, but... no. Tim's gonna get Zephyr for a brief moment. Oh wow, I actually got it as this guy without having anything. Ashley's gonna... Ashley will toss the lucky card right now. Tim is going to force charge, and good old Marvel is going to start doing status lock on everybody.
Nice.
I will explain the whole purpose of status locking right now. Doing it right now. This enemy is notoriously evil for reasons, and we have talked about it a little bit being the equivalent of, well, a Marlboro, only not that not
that
easy to defeat. So
Oh, that is not a good combination of words.
yeah.
That is a bad combination of words. So we're talking like a Marlboro Terra.
We're basically talking like if somebody decided to put make Marlboro a secret boss.
Oh, so Doom Train.
Yeah, Doom Train would probably be the equivalent, yes. I keep forgetting about Doom Train because it appeared in the worst one.
I mean, we are in agreement, yes.
Okay, this bitch.
And yes, feel free to both quote and at me. 8 is the worst game in the series. No, 8 is the worst main series numbered game in the series.
So,
I have to take back what I said before. 8 is actually better than Mystic Quest.
it does have some merits.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's better than Mystic Quest, because Mystic Quest had literally 0 merit.
So, I said certain abilities aren't that good. Divide is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Except in 2 instances.
And this is one of them.
If you divide a Gagasin or a Balam, you get the Heal Konton. Which, in later ones, they go with the much more direct translation, which is Creeping Chaos.
Ooh. That sounds particularly fun and exciting.
Oh, these boys are just the funnest boys.
They're the most charming boys.
They're the most charming boys.
Delightful.
Tim's going to basically be spent, healing everybody up, and Ashley's, of course, going to do his normal boss strategy.
And you've already locked, right?
Yep. Everybody's
okay,
locked.
so since you're already locked, nobody has to worry about multi-status.
Yeah. Human experimentation just does heavy damage. But he hasn't done the... Oh, hey, we have Gunblaze. Nice. And...
Nice.
I am doing Defense Down because Defense Down actually does some decent, good boosts for Ashley on this.
I mean, that does make sense. Ashley is a physical attacker. Something with a lot of defense. Defense Down would make them much more susceptible to him.
Yeah. Okay, 800.
Did the math, it checks out.
Yep. I'm gonna do Mad Lucy just to see it. First aid. Still doing defense down. To see how much damage we do with Mad Lucy. Okay, man, he is not doing his fun stuff. He is just doing human experimentation on it. Poor Ashley. So, Gunblaze is still much better. And usually it takes about 4 defense downs to max out how much defense he's lost. And the fun bit is Marvel's defense down is all defense. That's both physical and magical.
Physical and magical. Nice. Yep. That's the best kind of defense down.
Yes.
Just completely peel back the only thing that would make that better is if it also was parry down.
Yeah. That's actually Tim with his speed down.
Mm-hmm.
But nah. We have Tim smack it. As for Marvel, Erg Phaser. Is currently probably the best option for her.
Is that unaspected or light?
Unaspected. It is Erg Phaser is non-elemental magic attack.
Nice.
And admittedly, it still has that weird tied to HP bullshit.
What do you mean?
She actually does more damage when she has max HP than when she has less.
Oh, okay. So it's got the Final Fantasy VI Ultimate Weapon effect.
Yeah.
I can respect that. That's cool.
Oh, hey, 16,000. Ashley, my man.
Excuse you, my man. I mean, what?
Okay, he still hasn't done the attack, and I really hope he does it, because... Actually, did he do Arc NCL?
I apologize, I did not see if he did.
Okay.
Just gonna be honest with you, I did not see that.
Okay. Well, he's dead. But he basically drops with a his base stuff is 30,000 EXP and 50,000 Jello.
Nice.
So, Gellicarding him gets us 60,000 and 100,000 Gela.
I'm sorry, Gellicarding?
Lucky carding. Lucky carding.
We're not in 3 yet.
We're not in 3 yet, no. But that's basically a level a pop, for or at least a level at this moment every other turn.
Not bad.
Yeah. So yeah, he is, and the other factor is that because I kind of ground him out a bit, I'm just getting down to where I can show him off a bit. Hyun Konton is he drops duplicators. And
Ooh.
you can steal Gimmel coins from him.
I mean, yes, but also I don't want us to have to use Gilmo coins.
Yeah. So, I probably now have enough duplicators to clean out our just to make sure. We have 4 duplicators. We should have enough duplicators to clean out Pirates Bay. Not Pirates Bay, Pirates Warren. God, why did I call it Pirates Bay? A little bit too much yar
Were
har
you
har.
torrenting things?
Not recently.
Mm-hmm.
But because they drop duplicators, we can go. If you didn't pick up all of them, or you actually got all the duplicators available in the game from chests. So we got the talisman. Elven boots, which that's number 3.
Is that 3?
That's 3.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Oh no, I wasn't apologizing to you. I was apologizing to them.
Yeah. Kid gloves.
That's the second, or is that the second pair of kid gloves? I think.
I think that's our first. And elven cloak. So we've now got everything here. Unless we didn't use one in the back room. Which I doubt, because...
I feel like we did. We should double check, but I feel like we did get the back room.
as soon as you said that, I had already gone and checked. Yes, we have cleaned out the Pirates Warren. But that's the end game grinding for him. The reason why you go to that tiny little island is that the Balams show up a lot more often there than than the Gagasons do in in Ashley's first dungeon, because the Gagason is actually the rare monster in Ashley's dungeon. So, just so we can share a few things, let's take a look at our 2 newest items, the kid gloves. Which, the kid gloves got replaced by the gauntlet. The elven cloak extends the cancel period, aka the little tiny white or green bubble above our heads. So, do we want to try and deal with our good boy Ragu first, or do we want to try and do Angelmoa?
I mean, if we're gonna do them, we need to do if we're gonna do them, we need to do a stat buy-up first.
Yep. Well, first things first, I'm going to redo a cap because I just noticed that I used one. So, redoing a high revive cap. And double checking everybody's weapons, because I think I might have used the Dead or Alive on Ashley, even though we're not going to be using that. Yeah, I used a bullet somewhere. Okay, let's do the stat up before going to an inn and resting with our teddy bear. So, actually, if I think about it, Tim could probably level up in a fight. Yeah, Tim could level up in a fight.
That's good.
Yeah. Do we want just to find someplace and then have Tim basically go, okay, I'm good now, before...
Yeah, let's do that because we want as many stat points as possible.
Yes.
We need to get some defenses up.
And probably the best way is going to our hovercraft. And then equipping poor old Marvel with the odd sandals. The reason why I put on the odd sandals is it just increases the chance of a fight. Because we no longer have a spell that just increases fights. And Ashley's going to do Napalm Hit. This should get at least Tim up. Yep. Tim's now 65.
Nice.
And then back to Maria Boole. Or the town of Maria. And no, we are not going to be doing the final boss fight again. No, you've already seen it. Good luck. We already kind of stomped him into the ground. So, with these personal skills, 7, except for poor old Cannon, who only has 6 for everybody. So, P defend for everybody?
Yes. P defend and then sit. Unless there's like, if someone caps P defend, we can look at what else. But otherwise, P defend and then sit.
Okay, Ashley's got capped P defend.
How much you got left?
3.
Ooh. M defend.
M defend it is. Okay. Tim has maxed P defend.
Okay, what about M defend?
None, but we also have M attack that we could also max out too.
Yeah, give him M attack.
Alright. Marvel. P defend. But not capped.
Okay.
Sit.
Sit.
Brad. P defend and sit. Lilka.
Sit. Yep.
P defend. Maxed out.
M defend?
M defend. Yes.
And sit.
Cannon. P defend. And sit.
Yep.
So everybody's maxed out on P defend, except for poor Cannon.
We inch closer to being able to handle it.
Yes. And yes, I have looked at probably the guide that Michael's been using. Yeah, we kinda screwed the pooch a little bit. But to be honest, like for a casual playthrough, the auto regen health is actually better for you. Because
I mean, it's true, we did not come into this with the intents of being a level 10 clear all best boy run.
yeah. We came in here just to think about, to just show off the game.
We intended to derp about, have fun, and maybe learn a few things along the way.
Yeah.
And find out that the real XP we learned were the friends we gained along the way.
That and freaking defeating almost every circuit boss except for 2.
Yeah,
But then
which is
again,
pretty impressive for a casual run.
yeah. So equip Marvel with her normal Necronomicon. Sad to say, I am going to be blipping out every single fight I see here because we don't need to do that. These enemies are way too low level.
And way too XP worthless.
Yes. And if somebody
So basically, skipping them like this is a kindness.
Skipping them is a kindness and a just... Sorry, I don't want to extend this out as much as possible. I actually want... Even if we don't do that well with Ragu, we can at least pop back out and then show off Anglemoa and go, oh. Now, it'd be fun.
This is actually even harder and nastier. Oops.
It'd be funny if we actually beat Anglemoa first. And it
would be... I feel like that would be impossible. I feel like that shouldn't be possible for us to do.
True. It's one of those things of like, in order for me to basically do the best we could, I'd probably need to get these characters all the way up to 80. In order to...
80, 85.
80, 85, in order to correct the quotations damage done to my that I did to my characters.
I mean, you didn't act alone.
No.
You gave me the reins for a good chunk of that, and for well or ill, I did help make a lot of decisions.
I don't think I went the right way.
I mean, probably not, but again, you gave me some of the choice.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about like actually in the mind.
Yeah, I know. I was making a joke. What, am I no longer permitted jokes on this stream? Are we too serious here for that?
No jokes!
Well, then I'm definitely in the wrong place.
Alright. Well, here we are. Marvel, scream your heart out. Death metal songs. They're probably actually better for you than what you're trying to sing. Alright, do you have the quotations guide up?
I do not, but I can in a short bit.
Yep.
Let me go ahead and pull it up. I remember it was turn 1, try and sleep. Make sure you have 5 rings equipped. And then if he doesn't sleep, then turn 2, make sure you have dark rings equipped. That part I remember off the bat. And I'm going to change my recommendation for party members based on the guide. Because I know that the guide said go a different route than what we did. And I was kind of struggling going, well, it says to do this with this person, but we don't have that person, so let's do this instead.
Okay, so what's the person that they need?
Well, give me a second. I'm still working on it. Jeez.
Jeez.
Sorry, my phone is being a little bit, it's having a case of the Fridays. Shall we say. Let's see. Go away, you stupid. Oh, Jeebus. Stop it.
Stirp.
Are you... What?
Wart?
What in the name of sanity?
Bone, what are you doing?
Kids, Animals, Scratch and Color 2, amazing and educational game for kids, boys, girls, and preschool. That is the longest game title I've ever seen in my life. It's literally about 60 words long.
How the... Is that an actual game?
I don't know. Well, it's an iOS, so it's not. It's probably not an actual game.
Oh. It's probably something a parent
It's
would
the
buy
sort of thing.
offhand.
Exactly.
For a kid to just, here, sit and do this.
That, and they were early pioneers of SEO, clearly, because Jeebus, they hit all the SEO markers. It looks, the name of the game looks like a freaking Wish description.
Good God.
Or like, you know how you, sorry, I'm still working on pulling up the guide, so I'm just trying to fill the space.
The void.
You know how like you search something on Google and you end up on page 2 and the page you find is actually bullshit, but then at the very bottom of the meta text, it's got like 1,000 different highly searched words?
Yeah.
Yeah. The title looks like one of those.
Jesus.
Alright. Gatlord, no, I don't need Gatlord. Zavorg, no, I don't need Zavorg. Zyklus, no, I don't need Zyklus and other. I think this is the one. No, that's Xenon. Warrior of the 22nd century or whatever. Here we go. Ragu, a jar of pasta sauce. Got it.
Pasta sauce, got it.
Okay. And we definitely want to win because we want that star.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, 3 Dark Rings, 3 Fire Rings, we definitely have that. Remember that Ragu always 1 trillions on first turn, always second, on Black Nova's second turn, a piece of Wake, and then RN Jesus. Okay, so, where is, when you're ready, start the battle with Ashley, Tim, and Marvel.
That's who we have, actually.
Perfect. Turn 1, equip Fire Rings on everyone. Ragu will use a 1 trillion here. Everyone should survive it. The recommendation is Ashley uses a slowdown crust cap, but we use high revive caps.
That's why we fucked up. So, That's
we
where
can try without it.
Okay. Ashley, force charge. What was Tim's option?
Tim should immediately start first aid spamming.
First aid.
And Marvel should attempt sleep.
Sloop.
Ashley should end up at 100 FP at the end of this turn. Tim should get everyone to full or near full. And let's hope sleep hit, because if not, we definitely need it to hit in turn 2.
Okay. Right. Actually, Tim survived this time.
Excellent.
Con green.
That is a very good sign of progress. That's also a good sign.
Missed.
Okay. So once the turn resolves and we're into turn 2 planning, let me know.
Okay, we're in turn 2.
Okay. So, turn 2. Ragu will use Black Nova this turn. Since Marvel's sleep spell failed to connect, we need to equip Dark Rings on Tim and Marvel. It recommends leaving Fire Ring on Ashley.
Okay.
Ashley should Mega Berry. Tim should First Aid. Marvel should attempt Sleep a second time.
Okay. Given the fact that they're actually 90% filled, I will still leave the Fire Ring on Ashley. I will swap over to the Dark Rings on Tim and Marvel. Should I still Mega Berry Ashley?
That is the recommendation.
Okay.
I think that by virtue of not switching to Dark Ring, Ashley is in danger of hitting Ultra Critical.
Okay. Sleep? Again?
Sleep. Yes.
Black Nova. Ashley dead.
Okay, so we don't have enough HP to follow this strategy. Or not enough M defend, one of the two.
Oh, guess who's asleep?
Yeah, it worked.
It worked.
Excellent.
So, strategy now. Revive Ashley.
Okay. Yeah, we need Ashley back up, and we need to get him back to 100.
Okay. Do I want to slap something instead of the fire ring, or just leave that on there?
Let me get up to what happens now that it hit. Turn 3. If he's still asleep, great. We need Ashley to get Ashley up so that he can access. We can potentially bring in Cannon for and get her FP up so that she can start eagle clawing, or whatever we need to do. If Luck's on your side, he'll stay asleep for several turns.
Okay.
So basically, the intent here, if he wakes up, we need to switch Marvel back in and try to sleep him again, and hope that it hits. The trick here is at this point, until we get him low enough that he starts spamming Impact Bomber, he can choose either of the fire or the dark. We don't know which.
Okay. Should I keep Marvel in, or should I swap her out for somebody like Lilka right now?
It is recommending at this point.
Cannon?
Yeah, at this point, switch out. It's actually recommending Tim and Marvel both out and bring in Cannon and Brad.
Okay, so Tim out. I'm going to try and... Okay. We have a...
There is one other special recommendation that this makes, but I don't know if this is what we want to actually do at this moment, or if we want to save it for Angermoa.
Okay.
What that is it recommends that one option you can do is have Cannon use Stare Row, do the shoot item ability to throw Viper Fang.
Do I have Viper Fang?
Because you should have gotten it, yes.
Oh yeah.
If you do it, and if the double damage kicks in, that's 50k. Boom.
Full carrot on Ashley. And you said on Cannon we want her to be on Star Row.
So that is one of the recommended paths. But it does say that you may want to use it now, or you may want to save it for Angermoa.
Okay.
Because that is 25 to 50k damage.
Oh.
25 on the low end.
Yeah. Let's save that for Angermoa.
Okay.
Okay, so Ashley is.
Otherwise, basically, what we're trying to do is get him down as fast as possible before he wakes up.
Mini carrot. Mini carrot. Okay, Ashley force charge, Cannon smack him, Brad smack him?
Yep.
And I know not to use fire, because that'll just heal him.
Yep.
So, Ashley, full access, Cannon, where are we at? Okay, we are not there yet. Brad, not there yet. I'm guessing for Brad, they're asking to basically burst railgun.
I believe so. Let me go further down.
And he's awake.
Okay, so we need to swap Maribel back in and hope that she can put him back to sleep.
Okay. Pulling Brad out.
And yeah, it's actually recommending for Brad, it recommends using lock arm with various arms.
Okay. So, Ashley doesn't have anything. Cannon still smack. Marvel slip. And he just Black Nova'd. Okay, Ashley survived.
Good.
Oh, fuck. And he's asleep again.
Excellent. Okay. We're doing okay so far. So back to make sure everyone's nice and healthy and get back to the DPS race.
Okay, Ashley, you're gonna eat a Mega Berry. Brad, revive poor Cannon. Okay, Ashley, Mad Lucid only. Cannon just smack and they just said lock on anything.
Yeah, lock on anything.
Well, let's deplete easy. Oh, he woke up immediately.
Okay, well that means next turn we need Marvel back.
Void effect. Okay, that was okay.
Oh, that's a safe round. That's a safe round.
Oh boy, Marvel's very low on health. Cannon? Big Berry Marvel sleep? And Black Nova. I am swapping in bread. But trying to keep... Okay, Ashley, you're going to Mega Berry bread. High Revive Marvel? Oh, hello, 1 trillion degrees. There goes Ashley. And there goes Brad.
This is sounding a bit wipey.
Yeah. So, we're kind of there. I need probably several, like a few more levels, at least in...
Yeah, a few more levels, cap out M defend. Yeah, we're getting close. We're if we put in the work and by we I mean you, put in the work between now and next Friday, there's no doubt that we can do it. Or, conversely, what we can do is we can do what we were talking about before, swap over to the next game, and then you can turn around and do the fights in your own time and put them on YouTube.
So, instead of trying to do shenanigans with Ragu, let's at least show off Angle Moa.
We're going to go from Shenanigans Fighter 1 to Shenanigans Fighter 2 Ultra.
Yes. So, and we need to go to Helmets, I believe.
Wherever Golgotha the prison is.
It's kind of close by. Okay. That is not Golgotha Prison. Just a little bit this way, and we have Golgotha Prison. And he's right here at the entrance.
Okay, so for this party, it recommends that we are using Ashley Brad Loka.
Okay.
Here's the bad news. The strategy recommends having Loka equipping the Sheriff Star.
Demon King Angulmoa. And they don't have any other strategy. Well, let's see how well Angulmoa, who's this big purple dude, does again. I'm going to have Tim first aid. Marvel, let's see if sleep works. I doubt it, but...
Wait, we're doing Marvel?
Great.
We're just gonna buck this strategy altogether?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell Great Disaster I said hi.
We actually survived Great Disaster.
Yeah, it does say that the Great Disaster is weaker than 1 trillion degrees. But Great Disaster also has a chance to Confusa.
And the only person who got Confusa'd was Marvel. But that's because I don't think we put anything into some of her stats.
Her confusion resistance.
Yeah. Seventh Moon. I think this is the worst one.
Massive non-elemental. Yeah, that sounds like that's gonna be the nastiest. And if we survive that, we get Aura Bomber next turn.
Ashley survived with 17 health.
Awesome.
Or a bomber, which, from the way you describe it, is an AoE. Of the worst type.
Yep. Literally, oh no, not literally all. Most attacks are AoE.
Okay.
It does also have a 4th attack called Smithereens that is single target.
I've encountered that in the wild. It is annoying as fuck. I'm going to use a Gimel coin, but I'm not going to be saving. So, let's try it with roughly the strategy that they tell us. So we need Brad and Loka, you said?
It recommends Ashley Brad Loka, yes.
Loadout for Ashley Brad Loka.
Actually, going down the list, recommends Shooting Star, Full Libra, 9 lives,
Okay.
Texas Number, Zephyr.
Okay, Brad.
Going down the list, recommends Omega Crush, Clear Chime, Braver Vest, Dead Heat, Don Duram.
Okay, sorry, Tim, you're not going to have Don Duram anymore. You're going to have... Ramtos. Brad, you're not going to get Justine anywhere. You're going to get Dan Dyram, which... Okay. And Lilka.
Luca recommends Don't Care About Weapon, Sheriff Star, Bridal Gown, Tiara, and Raftina.
Raftina. Sorry, Marvel, you're going to get Justine. The Raftina on Lilka. We're going to go with a Necronomicon in place of the Sheriff Star. And Ashley, so what's the first turn supposed to be like?
First turn is supposed to be Ashley Force Charge, Brad is supposed to use a Slowdown Crest Cap, and Luca is supposed to Mystic Life Orb.
Okay, so Brad just smacks him. Luca Mystic the life orb. She is basically just there to...
She's there to keep people alive, hopefully.
Yeah. So, Great Disaster. Okay, nobody...
Nobody died?
Nobody died, nobody confusored. Okay. So, second turn, what do they recommend?
Okay, second turn setup. It recommends equip Ashley with Power Boost and Brad with Talisman.
Okay, Brad with Talisman, which we just got, actually.
It recommends having Ashley defend, having Loka either use defend or invincible, and having Brad defend as well.
So just defend this entire turn.
Correct.
Oh, except for Loka. Oh, too late now.
Well, it says Loka can defend or invincible.
Invincible probably would have been better.
Seventh Moon should do very little, or it should do decent damage, but invincible would have made it do no damage.
Yeah, I probably should have done invincible. So, third turn setup.
Third turn is Ashley should access, Brad should mini carrot Ashley, and Loka should Mystic Life Orb.
Mystic. Life Orb! I hate to say this, but it looks like Ankle Moa may be actually a much more easier fight. Let's see how this works. Oh! Oh! I should have... Well, there goes Ashley and Lilka.
And the challenge here is that because we didn't slow down, the guide expects you to have slowed him down so that Loka can go first.
I'm half tempted to erase one life cap and use it. So, Brad, fucking boost, railgun, see how much damage you can do, and he does Great Disaster again. Oh, that's nice. That is nice.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that charming?
Blah. So, no. So,
It's a dead man's party.
Okay. It's weird to say this, but I think we can take on Angle Moa easier than Spaghetti Sauce with that strategy. We don't need the Sheriff Star technically for it.
Well, I mean, provided that we get lucky and Loka doesn't get confused.
Well, remember, Lilka's... We've done something that the strategy guide would consider evil. And the fact that we've basically given her every, all status effects as pretty much 99% chance to fail.
Well, actually, at this point, it does recommend that you do that.
Yeah.
It wanted you to do things in a very different order and leave that till later.
Also, I'm going to swap in a teddy bear briefly on somebody to fully heal everyone up. Because the downside with leveling is that people do not...
Restore that bonus HP.
Unless you take the skill for restore HP per level up, unless they're in a fight, they will not restore it after the fight if they're out of the party. Okay, so we're going to crest cap a slow... I mean, like, technically, I know strategies to basically get full heals. So, erase, 1 high revive, yes. Create, I break armor down. Slow down, there we go. We have 1 cap, blah, blah, blah. Let's do Angle Moa again with this strategy, minus the, Sheriff's Store. Because it sounds like it's viable without it. Admit if we fail again, we may fall on the backup plan, which that's going to be fun. Okay, Golgotha Prison. Okay, let's do everything that we need beforehand. Okay, so Ashley had the full Libra, Brad had the clear chime, Lilka's gonna stick with her
Necro.
Brad got Dantai-Ram.
Loka got Raftina.
We have the crest cap ready. So Ashley did the crest cap.
No, Ashley force charged Brad crest cap.
First turn?
Yeah, turn 1 is Ashley force charge, Brad crest cap, Loka already mystic life.
Okay. Force charge, Brad. It's down at the bottom. Slow down, Lilka. Mystic. Leaf Orb. Great disaster. And I'm going to do this properly. In having Lilka invincible this turn. Oh, thank you, guide. Fuckers. Guess what? Slowdown failed.
I mean, it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah. Brad, man, Lilka, invincible. Okay, I think we're in a slightly better position. So, you said access this turn, Brad, mini carrots, Ashley, Lilka just mystics the life orb again.
Yep. And fucking pray.
Well, since she can probably survive it this time...
Well, the problem is she can survive it, but it sounds like Ashley might not.
Nope, Brad and Ashley died straight up. Because they
Only
had...
Loka survived.
Yep. Hey, Loka, Mighty Buddy! Sorcery, Prez, Okay, I think we were kind of... Oh, it turns her into a berserker. That's why.
Which unfortunately is not a great answer when she's the only one alive.
Okay, that's weird. He tried to attack her and he did 0 damage to Lilka.
Huh.
But she died to 7th Moon. Okay. I'm gonna try it again. I think it resets us to before the battle. Ashley force charge. Brad was supposed to basically go down and use
Slow down.
slowdown.
Hopefully.
Lilka was to mystic the Leaf Orb.
Yep. The Orb of Leaves.
Yep. Great disaster.
I mean, the good news is if it hits, if it hits, it stays hit.
Yay. Okay.
Because from what the guy advises, there's no it eventually wears off, like if it was a Final Fantasy. That's just his new existence, is Slow Boy.
It oofed. It oofed hard. Actually, wait. No.
What?
I'm gonna do that.
I mean, the other thing I would also mention as a possible caveat
Yeah.
is in the guide where it talks about the strategy, it actually suggests a turn 2 slowdown cap as well. So if we want to try one more time, we could try replacing 2. And see
Okay.
if maybe that gives us better luck.
Alright. I'm gonna try... I've deviated a little bit. In the fact
I mean, like you do.
because I basically decide to just guard with Ashley and Brad on the second turn, and we're just gonna Mystic the Life Orb every turn.
Okay.
And then we'll see how this works.
And we'll just hope for the fucking best.
Yeah. Okay, or a bomber. Or a boomer. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, this seems to have worked. Everybody's not dead.
Okay, that's a good start. I mean, we're now going a little rogue, so from here, I mean, basically the kind of the $1 million point from here is don't die, do lots of damage. At this point, the what he does next becomes random.
Okay. I am going to try and do slow down with the Lilka already. Because she has the ability.
Ah, okay.
Since it is one of her spells that we are using.
Yeah. We're just doing it in such a way that we can keep her
Oh, hey!
spamming heals.
Void Effect! Haha! I haven't buffed anybody.
Nice, we got a free turn.
This helps me in the long run, beesh.
One thing I do want to advise that it does say here is that the Void Effect does also cancel any parameter ups.
Oh, no, I knew what it was. It's basically a dispel. And we got a hit with slowdown, which that's nice.
Nice.
I'm guessing do not use Gunblaze, or use Gunblaze.
It says weakness none, but it doesn't say anything about absorption. So
Oh.
I don't think the Gunblaze should be an issue.
Oh, fuck, I forgot to swap out the power boost for full Libra. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna put gauntlets on Brad. Shit. That means we're a little bit hampered with, Ashley. What is the strategy for Brad in this fight?
Let me see the overall strategy. Brad actually does mention have Ashley Mad Lucid.
Oh,
Brad should boosted railgun.
okay. Boost! Railgun!
Oh, and it does say that the Engelmoa does have elementals. That's why it recommends Mad Lucid.
Okay.
I didn't get far enough in the guide.
I'm going to armor down!
That does sound like a good idea. Let's see. If Loka is under 2800, she should invincible in case of 7th moon. You will need to take risks with her. She's going to need to Mystic Life Orb whenever possible, really.
Okay. Regeneration.
And actually, now that she's, oh yeah, and he's gonna do that every so often, which that heals him for a fuck of a lot.
Yeah. Brad, smack it. Lilka. Armor down this.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Basically, he healed all 3 Mad Lucies that we did to him.
Yeah. Okay, so let me see. So now, if you haven't gotten this pattern yet, here it is in stone. Using this strategy, Ashley will be dealing the majority of the damage in this fight with Mad Lucids and Last Bursts. That's why he has Power Boost. Brad's only there to feed Ashley and Loka mini carrots, then boost arm Engelmoa when he gets to 100. Loka's job is to heal everyone.
Okay. Brad just got hit by smithereens, so he's defending. Lilka is going to do high heal on him.
And then on turns when Ashley is at 99 or 100, Last Burst, you're going to have Ashley Last Burst, Brad Mini Carrot Ashley, Loka Mystic Life Orb. And then when he transforms back, he should be at 50 FP. And then you get everyone kind of back to full, get Ashley back up and running again. And that'll be a good time to switch him back to his Power Boost.
Okay. Mad Lucy. Brad is gonna smack. Lilka is gonna Mystic our good buddy, the Leaf Orb. Which we might actually have a chance this time.
And if I'm reading this right, I think it said he should be invincible, or not invincible, he should be healing himself roughly every half dozen turns, if I'm reading this right.
Ah, sweet. Yeah, that slowdown from Lilka was much appreciated.
Okay, so I feel like that's going to probably be a key if we go back to Spaghetti again.
Yeah. And we have Great Disaster, which means Lilka is going to be Lifing Orb again. Okay, Brad.
Which, now that she's faster than Engelmoa, that's actually really helpful.
Yeah.
Really helpful.
Sometimes you kind of have to do little shenanigans to keep up with the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, having everybody... Like, having Lilka invincible on the one turn, and then Life Orb to the point where it starts doing the random attacks is basically after the first pattern breaks through, we can then move on to doing, like, when we got that break with him just voiding out boosts and stuff, it's like that can be helpful. Oh hey, 7th moon. But well, we will get to see last burst. Brad. And we failed. We failed hard.
Yeah. That said, though, that does tell us that with a few more levels under our belt, this is probably going to be a thing we can do as well.
Oh, right. That's why I didn't like using last burst.
Because it bursts his FP and his HP?
Yeah. And
well, that's why it recommends to do what it says to do.
And we are fooked. Because it killed Lilka outright. And... oh boy, Invincible. Oh hey, 7th moon. And because Lilka's invincibling, yeah, this fight is turning into, like, I really should just let Lilka go. Revive Ashley? Just to watch him die again?
Yeah, that's exactly what that would be.
Yeah. Great disaster. Yeah, nobody's gonna live through this. Oh, hey, Ashley did live. Force charge. Lilka is actually going to Mystic a full revive. Because...
oh, nice.
remember how those things work.
It'll heal her in addition to healing anyone else who is alive and restoring at full anyone who isn't.
Yeah. And we kind of got a free turn by him doing regeneration, but ugh. That's annoying. Bread. Lilka, how about you eat a mini carrot a little bit? Just a teeny bit.
Just a quick little nibble.
A tiny nibble. Nom noms. Ooh! Ooh! Ow! Ugh. 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 Just, ugh. Fuck it. Nope, Brad, Sky Eye it. I don't care at this point. Oh hey, we never got to show this off. Sky Eye! A literal satellite cannon. Void of... oh my god. Okay, do we want to do Ragu shenanigans one more or not?
Let's try one more Ragu shenanigans. Let's go ahead and do what it recommends of swapping out full leap for slowdowns and see how it works.
Yeah. Well, Sad to say, Brett, I have to let you die on this one. No, we are not using a gimbal coin. Okay, so let's get that crest cap done first. Level 2, erase, hide revive, create, crest cap, slow down. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna sleep at the inn, and I don't care about my luck at this point because I don't need it, really.
I would disagree.
Admittedly, I do.
If you're trying, if we're trying for spaghetti again, we need some luck on Marvel. We need some bestest luck on Marvel.
Well, she was at worst. Oh, she's gotten up to bad. Oh. Yeah.
Okay, so we need to get her up to bestest because that's gonna help with sleep.
Yeah. So let's spend the night until Marvel gets best luck. If I recall, the teddy bear basically locks things in place. She's at normal. And she's at good. If she gets best, we're going. Ah, shit. She dropped down to bad. If we get good, we're just gonna go. And now she's back at worst. Okay, I'm gonna see if my idea of it, like my idea of what the actual teddy bear did is correct or not. So she's at bad. I'm gonna do a status check on everybody. Ashley's at good, Tim's at bad, Marvel's at bad, Brad's at bad, Luke is at normal, Cannon's at bad. And if people are like, well, you're wasting money, it's like, do you see how much Gela I have?
It's true. It's just a disgusting amount of Gela.
Okay, status. Bad, good, normal, 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 worst. Okay. It does not lock it in place. So it may actually be keeping her in better condition. Bad. Tim's at best. Marvel's at normal. Brad's at good. Luke is at normal. Can's at normal. Okay. Ashley good. Tim good. Marvel's good. Brad's at best. Look, is it good? Can's it bad? I'd say that's good enough. Alright. Doing spaghetti sauce. Pasta. Pasta sauce. Again. Also some prep work. What does it recommend everybody have for ragu?
Let me go back to reg. Pardon.
Ragu.
Sorry about that. Bit of a coughing attack.
Yeah. Oh no, this guy's suicidal.
All right. So the recommendation is we are going to start with. Why can I not find it all of a sudden? What? Come on. Stupid eyes. Start with Ashley, Tim, Marvel, everyone with fire rings.
Okay, nothing.
Ashley is going to use Slowdown Crest. Tim is going to First Aid. Marvel's going to attempt Sleep.
Okay. And nothing else recommended for equipment loadouts.
No, that's the entire recommendation list.
Okay. Yep. I'm just kind of pissed that Anglemoa is so deep in here. That's the problem. Not Anglemoa, Ragu.
Ragu.
Is in order to get to Ragu, I have to literally go through most of the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, here we go. Prince again! We meet! Spaghetti monster! Okay. So, Ashley was going to do the slow down. Tim was first aiding. Marvel was going to sleep.
Yep.
1 trillion degrees. Urgh. Miss.
The slowdown missed or the sleep missed?
The slew had missed. But the sleep had hit.
Excellent. Okay, that changes plans.
Okay.
That gives us a different plan for round 2. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Alright. So, new round 2 strat. If sleep does hit, switch Tim and Marvel out for Kanan and Brad. Give Ashley the fire ring and power burst. We were not going to use Star Row here. Or I guess we can give Cannon Star Row, but we're not going to do the throw. At least not that throw.
Okay.
Not the big boy throw.
Okay, so
Ashley should be is Ashley at 100? He should be, right?
he's at 91.
Okay, so we're going to force E.
Okay, force charge. Cannon is going to shoot item. What we firing?
Not the Viper Fang because we're saving that for Biggin.
Okay.
Whatever the next big one is, I presume.
Spoon.
And Brad is going to do some hopefully potent lock-ons.
Lock on. Easy missile.
Easy bake oven missile.
Yep.
Okay, let's do it. Easy bake oven missile.
Ugh. The spoon did 1,000 damage.
I mean, it's still 1,000 more damage than we had done previously.
Yeah. Okay, Ashley's now at 1,000. He is still asleep.
You mean 100?
Yeah. Access?
Okay. Yes, we are going to go ahead and access. Since we're accessing, we're probably going to want to let's have Brad force feed him a carrot.
Okay, for Cannon, what does Cannon do?
What's Cannon at?
64.
Uh,
That's less than our kick, but but we can do wire fist.
Have her eat a mini carrot so we can get up further.
Okay, mini carrot, Brad, mini carrot, Ashley. $89 for Cannon.
Okay, that's still better than she was. We're probably gonna want to do one more mini carrot.
Okay.
Because ideally we want to get her all the way up.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
Ashley,
obviously, we're gonna do some maddening lucid.
Mad Lucid. Cannon is going to eat one more mini. Brad, his recommended roll.
Is lock on with whatever's as powerful as can be.
In this case, Sky Eye is our next best bet. Well, actually, no. Let's try the mini Scud. And 2,400. And he's awake.
Alright, so we're gonna want to give me a second. Where is when he wakes up, when he wakes up. Because I know we haven't done enough. I know we haven't done enough to get him to 25k or lower.
I'm actually tempted to put Dark Rings. Oh, we can't on Ashley.
Nope.
Okay.
Ashley has to hang out with his fire ring because he already has it equipped.
Okay, Dark Ring on Tim, Dark Ring on Marvel.
Yeah, it's going to be one of the two. We don't know which of the two, but it's going to be one of the two. Have Marvel try and knock him back out.
Ashley, Mad Lucy again. Tim, you're going to first aid. Marvel, do a nice bit of sleepy buys. Okay, he does Void Effect.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Now, as long as he passes out before he gets another turn.
I think Tim can do slowdown.
Yeah, Tim does have a slowdown.
Okay, if he passes out, I'm gonna keep Tim in there to slow him down, and then swap in somebody. Okay, he missed. Tim, slow him down, speed down, but Marvel, keep sleeping him. Oh no! Marvel down.
That is concerning because that means we lose our sleeper.
And Tim speed down. Okay. I'm gonna try a high revive on Marvel. And there goes Brack Nova. Tim should survive. Ashley barely. But Marvel will be up and running, kind of. Tim can definitely do a first aid, but I'm not sure if it's gonna do enough. Marvel smack him once. And there goes Black Nova. By Ashley, by Tim. Marvel barely survives. Counterattack. Miss. Marvel. Sleep him? I don't know. Okay. Nope. That did not work. I don't know why it says the crest caps. I'm gonna try a Gimmel coin one more time. See if we get it to work. So, Ashley, do the slow down. Tim, you said first aid. Marvel does sleep.
Yep.
And it misses. And we're fucked anyway. So sleep missed. In this case, you said keep Ashley on the fire ring. Tim gets moved over to the dark ring. Marvel.
Yeah, the other two get moved to dark ring, and we try. Okay, so if it misses, dark rings on Tim and Marvel, fire ring stays on Ashley. Ashley mega berries, Tim first aids, Marvel should go for a second sleep attempt.
Okay. I did something slightly different. I had Ashley guard.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Last time when you got a good chunk of progress, you ended up going off script on round 2, and it ended up working pretty well.
Yeah.
For a little while.
So, because it's working off the assumption that we have chunks of HP. So, in this case, sleep did not go off this time. So, continue with strategy, or what next to?
Guide at this point says restart, so...
Fuck it, full access at first aid, Marvel, just fucking sleep him.
Because Guide essentially says at this point, if you didn't sleep in the first time, you didn't sleep in the second time, A, you've had some pretty bad luck, and B, at this point it goes random, and without being able to sleep him and control him that way, you're in for a shit show no matter what.
Alright. Well. Okay, Smithereens failed. Smack him. Yeah, he basically did 1 trillion degrees after that one.
Well, like I said, it's going to be one of the two.
Well, since we failed 2 times in various versions, do you want to try and see what the extra bit I did prepare for, just as a prep work?
Yeah, we can switch over to the extra bit.
Okay. So, getting that briefly loaded up. It should only take a few moments. Do. Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and trash down that, because we're not going to be using that guide anymore tonight.
Yep. And so, just to show off a little bit of probably the game that I got forced into for my next game is, as some people can probably tell by the music, Wild Arms 3. So, it is a PS2 game, so it has that bit of PS2 drink to it. But it's weird because it seems to be running a bit better than the PS1 emulator of all things. Tiny bit better. I will not be trying to do voices for this one because God is the cast for Wild Arms 3 extensive. Okay, getting a definite bit of slowdown. That might be due to OBS, actually.
Oh.
Admittedly, by the time I actually get around to doing Wild Arms 3, I will be on a different computer which can easily handle this a bit better.
Yeah, we're going to have some different time in between.
Yeah.
Here and there.
But, meet one of our protagonists. This girl in a purple dress. And yes, there are trains here. Trains. And I'm not sure if it shows up on the stream very well, but there is this weird, scratchy overlay over everything. And yes, this is a cel-shaded game. And it's the jank way that they did cel shading, which is this weird, slightly larger model that's black on the inside, but see-through from the outside. So everything does get a black overlay, but you can still see the character model inside of it. And we actually get to meet this game's Tony very immediately. Also, right now what's happening is all automatic. I am not pressing buttons. But basically, low down what's happening is our main girl here is trying to figure out what's happening with the train. Obviously, this is a Wild West setting, which means the train is being robbed. Miss, this car is off limits. But they're basically discussing, like, hey, there's something important there. What the heck is going on? Why is the car... I hate this part. This is one of the reasons why I dislike the intro to Wild Arms 3, is the fact that it is all automatic. You can't control what they say. It just goes. So sometimes it pops up fairly quickly. Sometimes it goes away fairly slowly. Tony here was basically the one in charge of the essentially the storage compartment cabin, and somebody got in by picking the lock, because apparently they're transporting something fairly dangerous, or at least fairly valuable. And they're just going to go check up on this giant huge chest in the middle of the cabin to see it's alright. And we get some Pulp Fiction kind of BS with the factor of, like, open the chest. Glowy lights from the chest. And 3 people bust in, and we get an immediate Mexican standoff. So, unlike any of the previous Wild Arms, we actually have 4 protagonists this time. We have the girl in first class, which is obviously the starter character. A suspicious intruder. A boy who broke in. And a drifter guardsman. So, since I'm not really going to go delve too much into it, I'm going to do girl in first class, whose name is Virginia.
Oh, we're going to meet Virginia?
We're going to meet Virginia. 2 weeks before the fateful encounter, aka the Mexican standoff, Virginia Maxwell, age 18. Her life in the village where she had always been graced with peace and tranquility, ruined by gobs. Basically, village got attacked by demi-humans from a neighboring settlement, and basically her peaceful life pretty much ended that day. God, what are you doing, PSX?
Struggling from the sounds of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one extra thing on this one. Goodbye, Chrome, because I don't think I think you're taking up too much stuff.
I mean, that is kind of Chrome's job.
Yeah.
Take up far more resources than it needs to.
Okay, kicked off Chrome. Improved a little bit? Decently? We're now moving at a decent speed? And so we have Tesla here. Not Nikola Tesla, Tesla Maxwell. Technically, Virginia's uncle. And this is a feature that I found, but it does nothing, is the fact that if you press select, you can see the character portraits without the light brown veneer on top of it, which actually kind of discolors everything. There, you've taken everything we have. I ask you leave here at once and leave us in peace. Uncle Tesla.
Gob gob. Tough words from loser. Me teach you lesson. Might is right. So you're wrong, and me am right. Me am right, so me am cool. Gob gob.
What a lovely conversation it was.
Gab gab, me am strong, so always hungry. So me come here for food. So that is rule, and me am cool. Gab gab. Gab gab, you are uncool, so you feed me and buddies. That is new rule that me decide. Gab gab.
Feed you? We can't afford to do that. We'd all headbutt.
Gab gab? Tastes good? We get full quickly. You have no food, Dan. Eat some of that. Gab gab.
Also, he has such a maniacal grin that we only see here in his portrait. And no, we will not be keeping this for when I start the actual playthrough.
Well, I mean, you did establish that that is going to be on a different computer, so
Yeah.
yeah, that seems pretty obvious.
I'm alright. Don't worry about me. Everyone's safe. That's all that matters. Virginia? Where's Virginia? Hello, Armengard. We will never see you for a while.
Never for a while, huh?
It's weird to describe when you finally meet her, and she has a weird, not gimmick, but just a weird... Well, it technically is a gimmick because it involves the PS2's internal clock. And it's really only, like, it's something you can't do, but basically, she will have a quote every day of the week for a full year. They put in that many lines for her. Yikes. Rusty hinges. Great, now they probably know I'm here, but... And... Virginia has an arm! There's no turning back now. I've got to push ahead and prove myself. It's time to fly. Get used to that with Virginia. It is literally the friendship speech of Virginia is, I need to fly.
Oof.
So, this is Wild Arms 3. It is PS1 jank. Not PS1 jank. It is PS2 jank. And as you can see, we have most of the same stats. ATT, Defense, Mag, MGR, RFX, AIM, and EVA. RFX is basically Pry. Also, as you can see, she instead of weapons, everybody is immediately equipped with an arm. Virginia is unique in the fact that she has two. The Rapier EZ and the Bantorain 93R. It's actually implied that the Rapier EZ is the bigger of the two, whereas the Bantorain is the smaller pistol. You can actually see it in her profile, is the fact that the Rapier EZ is supposed to be the one that she's holding above her head, whereas the I could have actually have it backwards, where it's the rapier is the smaller of the two, whereas the banterrain is the bigger. Personal skills do make a return, but not in the way that you'd think, and we don't have access to them for a good chunk. Arcana, spells. And instead of equipment that we equip to the weapons, everybody has an arm. Instead, we upgrade said arms. So we have 5 stats: shot, bullet, crit, weight, and hit. I'm not going to go into it right now because I'm just being shenanigans through here. Gab? Oh no! But this is the new battle system, and dear God, do I hate it. So, instead of having like traditional RPG where one side attacks the other in kind of a Final Fantasy thing, you now have a 3D arena that you don't control the characters in, they just randomly run around in it action-wise. Now, that doesn't sound too bad, but there might have been at one point during the development of basically allowing you to control where characters would aim in a fight. As there are spells that do AoE type stuff, and since you can't control characters in a fight, you can't tell if somebody's going to be in one or out of an AoE. Also, if you saw very briefly, we now have a number of bullets that we can fire. As a heads up, the experience works a little bit different in the fact that we have EXP, Gela, and then an EXP bonus rate. I'm not going to explain this right now. I actually should probably stop talking or explain anything since we're not getting into it right now.
Yeah, we'll go deeper into it when it's actually time for the game.
But like all wild arms, we can pick up boxes. Rawr. Pick up the box, Virginia. Tools make a return. Virginia gets the Tinder Crest. You can probably guess what it is. It is literally Lilka's fire rod. Essentially, they kind of changed crests into basically being Virginia's thing, where you tend to toss out this fire card. These books will explain a few things, but we're not doing any of that. Oh no, only one of the 2 torches lit. I wonder how we solve this. Also, we can see Argella in actual time in the corner of the screen. And yes, her thing is very tutorial heavy. Oh look, more gabs. And if you notice, okay, we're not at a level that it's noticeable yet, but FP will always start at 1 because they kinda, Media Vision did learn a bit of the factor of how broken having a full FP bar, or having the ability to basically pull out a Guardian at turn 1 can be. So characters will always start at 1 FP. But they decide to make a interesting change in the fact that we have that VIT bar that you've probably been seeing.
Mm-hmm.
That VIT is actually heal after battle.
Oh, nice. So you don't have to take a special thing to do it. It automatically does.
Yes.
Based on that bit bar.
The problem with it is, as you notice, it goes down.
So how do you restore it?
Gems will now restore. There will be 2 types of gems now. One will be for VIT, the other one will be for health.
So you have to collect gems to restore it.
There is an item that you can get that also restores it. And I think that's enough for that for now. I'm not going to go too deep into it because that's... Ugh. But I'll go delve more deep into it when we get around to 3. We may also have a returning member, or at least a shadow member, return to help us out with dealing with Virginia's "I must fly like a bird" speech, with her own friendship speeches of her own.
Oh.
But I will do some grinding and more than likely either try and do an off stream, like on possibly, like, since we are not going to be streaming, nor like Eddie's not going to be available for this Saturday or Monday, I may take over tomorrow to show off some endgame content for Final Fantasy XIV. Michael is willing to join me because, well, it's going to be doing stuff like weapons and showing off some of the story of Shadowbringers, or at least the post-game story, which will be weird for people.
Yeah, because it is going to be a bit of a jump from where we are right now.
But as such, for everybody, thanks for joining us. Sorry to say I wasn't able to defeat Ragu or Anglemoa. I'm kind of glad I got to show off Hyolkonton / Creeping Chaos, because he's always been a thorn in my side, because Arc NCL is the worst ability ever. It is in the same league as Bad Breath.
Which
that's a universal shudder. But
the only time I do not hate Bad Breath is on my Blue Mage. My Blue Mage likes Bad Breath.
Yeah. But because since I'm going to be doing that off stream or as a side stream, like maybe next Saturday, I will have ground enough to get my characters so that they can easily survive stuff from them, just to show it off. Because Eddie has stated that there is going to be some parts that he will not be available for, and as such, I can fill in the void with technically whatever I feel like, even if it is nada. So,
yeah.
Tomorrow, I am definitely going to attempt to do some streaming. I will recruit the likes of Michael, at least doing my endgame content, because I think I'm pretty sure he wants to at least attempt to look at things like Emerald, Ruby, and Diamond Weapon.
Maybe.
Um,
I mean, if I'm being recruited for stream, I suppose I have no choice.
yeah, sad to say, I can't recruit any of the other regulars
Because
because
they don't have access to it.
nobody has access to it. I may have to recruit a off uh, member, but it is what it is. Other than that, thanks for joining. Uh, as for other things, I don't. There should actually. I do apologize. I did double check, and somehow I set the timer for this Sunday and not just immediately publishing. I don't know how I did that for a front row perspective.
So this Sunday, the one that we've been talking about for the last 3 weeks, is finally coming out.
Yes. Because, like, I uploaded it, and then it's like, okay, published, done, moving on. And then it's like, hey, why did I see a notification? Oh, because I set it on a time. Why did I set it on a timer? But there should be a front row perspective coming out. There's no front row weekly. And this is all podcast stuff, so you can listen to this on any of your major podcasting. So that's Apple, Google, Spootfy. If you
Always spooky.
always Spootfy. If you liked what you saw here, or if you like what you listened to on the podcast, the best way to support us is let other people know. Spread the word. But if you're a much more, I want to directly contribute, we do have, of course, have Patreon, the subscribable points here on Twitch, and Redbubble, which I am trying to figure out how to do. But he's just a boy.
He's just a boy. Which is ironic because we're pretty much at the end of Wild Arms 2, which is where it's from.
And that was fairly early on in that one.
We might try and keep it going forward into future games
Future games.
in some fashion.
As for other things, like if you want to keep up to date on statuses, like we do have all forms of major social media. That's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. As stated, most of our streams are archived on YouTube. Depending on how it goes, I may turn into the Angle Moa and Ragu fight may just be YouTube only, so keep an eye out on that. But starting next week, I am going to be stepping down from the driver's seat and letting Fates/Michael here take over and play your second favorite Final Fantasy.
Indeed.
And that would be Final Fantasy IX.
That is very true.
But until then, everybody, good night, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.